If I told you in the future there'd be a device that would help you hit more targets, make better shots, give you unbelievable analytics that you've never seen before, and help you to improve your shooting, would that be impressive? What if I told you that device exists now and you can fit it in your pocket? Today, we're chatting about the awesome SG Pulse. By now, we all should know the importance of having a level rifle when we're engaging steel at distance. The more cant you have in your rifle, in other words, the more your rifle leans over like this or like this, the more you're effectively dialing yourself off the target, assuming you're dialing or holding for elevation. Now, oftentimes in the past, people used to run a little bubble level. That is still an option that you could do. However, times have changed with the invention of stuff like this. The SG Pulse, I've got the Picatinny version here. There is also an M-Lock version. I'm going to slip this onto my Area 419 rail, just like that. And once that's attached, when I fire this thing up, I'm going to show you guys the reverse angle of that now. I have a little light that shows me whether or not my rifle is level or not. It is wildly awesome because this way, instead of having to actually look at the bubble level, in my peripheral vision, I can see whether or not that guy is green, and I know I'm ready to engage that shot. If it's red or blue, I know I need to fix the cant in my rifle before taking that engagement. Now, when paired with the Drills app, here's an idea of the data you're presented with. Obviously, we can see our tipping and our cant is a live number here. You also have a stability number here, which gets amplified as I move the rifle, which is super handy. Then also we have angle of the shot. I have my rifle pointed up, I have my rifle pointed down, so all of these things are changing. What's really cool about this app too, you can actually customize what your sort of accepted level of horizontal out is, whether you want a green light at 1% angle error, or if you are okay with a 5% angle error. I've got mine set to, I think, as soon as I go over 1.5, I start getting a blue or a red light, depending on which way I go. Then also at the top here, it counts how many shots you shoot. Now, this really works well when you also have the SG timer to pair with the SG Pulse unit. I impact low and dial up 4 clicks. Watch the recoil movement, how straight up and back this is. Okay, now let's see this thing in action. You guys will see when I'm blue, I'm gonna exaggerate all the way to the right. Okay, let's take some shots here. I'm going to exaggerate a lot of blue. We might be off this target. This is extreme. Okay, we hit on the edge on the right. Right, I'm going to tip it some more. Okay, we missed off the right. Surprise, surprise. Now, when the little light goes green, oh, I'm out of ammo. I'm going to just drop one in from my little 2-round holder on the side. The dasher loves doing that. When I go green, I know I am ready to engage. Absolutely slap bang in the middle. Okay, let's pop another one in. And now I'm going to exaggerate all the way to the left, like an extreme amount of left. Okay, that's pretty obvious that when you cant your rifle, this, by the way, is a 300-meter target, so not insanely far. 300 meters is 330 yards, and that small amount of cant, I don't know, we're probably at 15 degrees. We're off quite a generously sized target. So having your rifle level, looking peripherally at that little light that's over there in my vision while I'm looking through my optic, is absolutely a game changer. Instead of having to visually look at where that little bubble level is, peripherally, I am absolutely styling here. Hey guys, please make sure you support the channel by shopping our new merch, currently available on the website, and yes, we do ship these internationally. Now, when I'm doing precision rifle training specifically, what I try and do is I look at the data after the fact, and what I'm specifically looking for is when my rifle recoils, okay, is how that recoil line looks. I'm gonna demonstrate for you guys 2 rounds of bad recoil, and then I'm gonna recoil manage a little bit better, and then we should be able to see that quite clearly now. So I'm looking for, just so we're on the same page, straight up and back recoil management. That's gonna allow me to see my trace better, everything. If my rifle is jumping skew because I'm not holding onto it properly, it's just gonna amplify the difficulty of seeing trace, seeing where my bullet lands. I want to stay on target as much as possible. The other thing I'm looking for is when I am indeed squeezing my trigger, is my rifle smooth and steady? I'm not wobbling it into the target. So that's what we're looking for. This is not a very stable prop, as you guys will see, so it does have some wobble. Let's go. Right. So 2 rounds of bad recoil management coming up. Boom.
Now, as it turns out, this rifle performs so well that despite me trying to have it recoil oddly, it still tracked straight back with really bad fundamentals.
Right, still hit the target. I'm basically not managing recoil at all, just free recoiling it here. Okay, so that should hopefully be what bad recoil management looks like. I'm just going to set up this position a little bit more to the right here. I'm going to grab into my sidekick recoil control device, squeeze my bag as I've taught you guys. Get nice and solid behind my rifle. Here we go. It should be way better. Okay, we are out of ammo. Right. Hopefully you guys were able to see the difference. I'll try and overlay those two side by side here so you can see the difference between proper recoil management and essentially not managing your recoil at all. So all in, the SG Pulse is an incredibly powerful little training tool. Not only is it a training tool, it's also a really nice long-range shooting tool. So if you're just out plinking, you don't need to be a competitor to justify picking one of these up. Honestly, I think one of the coolest gadgets that have come out in the shooting sports in a while. This thing, the way that it does the data and it doubles as an electronic level that you easily visually see in your peripheral is freaking awesome. You guys have been absolute savages on my website impactproshop.net, just absolutely snapping them up when they come in. That's the one place you can get it. Shooters Global also has them on their website, and I will post an Amazon link for you guys down below. Now, I try and keep these in stock. If you want to make sure you get first options on cool stuff like this that comes into stock at my website, you might want to check out our membership section. You also get videos for free. You get massive discounts across my whole website. So think Patreon with all the other benefits that we can do when we're on my own website. You also get access to all of our online training and some bonus videos that have never actually aired on the YouTube channel. Go look at what accessories are available before committing to your rifle. So, my thoughts closing on the SG Pulse. I think it's an awesome piece of kit. As I said, you don't need to be a long-range PRS shooter or something to pick this up. If you're just out plinking, you are going to pay this thing off with missed shots that you would miss because of level. It is so easy to use. The app that comes with it is phenomenal. If you're the PRS shooter and you want to squeeze the most out of this thing, I would highly recommend pairing it with the SG timer. That's usually how I would run it on my hip. It is phenomenal when paired to that. I have noticed that when you're recording within the app, sometimes it misses shots. Okay, it doesn't actually count up their shots. So to avoid that, I paired with the SG timer. It also unlocks some other possibilities with like starting it from your hip without being at your camera, because I don't know if you guys know this, but I started my YouTube channel recording myself shooting precision rifle and then watching that back, fixing some mistakes. All of a sudden, if you have the overlay of you shooting with the data, boy oh boy does that unlock more possibilities. And that's why I'm super excited to see the shooting sports go more sort of techie, to give me analytics to fix my shooting and just become a more well-rounded shooter. Guys, huge shout out to Shooters Global for producing these. They're absolutely awesome. I've lasered mine, some custom impact shooting style stuff. So yeah, I just couldn't resist. When you get a new laser, you kind of laser everything. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out our membership section. Make sure you snap one of these up when they come into stock, or use my Amazon link. Start all of your shopping sessions with my Amazon link. By the way, it does help us by getting a small sales commission. It doesn't cost you anything. So guys, thank you very much. God bless. See you in the next video.
Just when you thought I was done, I rip out the 308 and I did some training, so enjoy the footage. If you've ever thought to yourself, man, I really would like to pick up one of these boomsticks, this 308 recently sold to one of our channel members. I know you guys love this 308. Not to worry, we are building another 308 because I too love shooting 308 lately. So yeah, if you're interested, check out our membership section. We've got some awesome lucky draws and stuff coming up in the future, and it's the first way you get access to super exclusive stuff like this gorgeous build that we followed so closely on the channel.
So we're gonna go 1.5, 300, 3 mil at the back. So it's a 1.5 holdover. We're gonna go one shot, one shot, one shot, and then double tap from the top. Eep. Back. All right, now we're gonna hold over 1.5, shoot the rear target. And back. I'm waiting for you guys so you can hear the audible ting. Front target, any tonner. Okay. Now we're gonna go one at the back, one at the front again. Might have missed that fourth shot. I don't know, I transitioned pretty quickly. Woo! It's fun training like this.